Today we're going to be making a giant double chocolate chip macadamia nut cookie. The measurements for the following ingredients will be in the description box, and the wet ingredients you will need are margarine and 1 egg. The dry ingredients you will need are whole wheat flour, rolled oats, cocoa powder, baking soda, baking powder, all-purpose flour, brown sugar, macadamia nuts, and chocolate chips. I used semi-sweet ones. You will also need a large mixing bowl, a pizza pan, and some parchment paper. The first step is to add in your brown sugar and your margarine. Then you can take a fork or any other utensil and cream together the brown sugar and margarine to form a pasty consistency. You should then whisk your already cracked egg together and then add it into your margarine and brown sugar mixture. Then you can use the same fork and mix it together. This will create a more watery and more runny consistency than before, where it was only the margarine and brown sugar mixture. And now into the mixture, I will be adding all-purpose flour, cocoa powder, and the whole wheat flour, and I will mix it with the spatula that was just shown. I use this spatula because it's easier to mix with, since the mixture gets thicker and it's harder to mix, and I find that using the spatula helps me scrape off the ingredients off the bowl easier. Here I'm just mixing all the ingredients together. After the mixture is gathered in one place, I'm going to add the baking soda and the baking powder, and I'm going to mix it so that it is a slightly runny dough. So it's not a dough you can knead, but rather just a dough that you can sort of mix in. I'll then be adding in the rolled oats to the mixture and completely mixing it in. Finally, you can add in your macadamia nuts and your chocolate chips, and your mixture will be ready. Now I'll be taking a pizza pan and lining it with some parchment paper. And on top of that, I will be adding the mixture we just made together. And then I will be using my spatula and my hands to make it into a square or pizza type shape. Now you can use another variation of this recipe, and you can just make regular sized cookies, but in the oven they will just be put in for about maybe 2 minutes less than the actual time for the giant cookie. I just like the giant cookie because it's just funner to eat. And then I'm going to be putting the cookie into an oven preheated at 350 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes, or until the bottom is a darker brown than the top. Wait about 5 minutes, then cut your cookie into slices and enjoy.